Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Jumps in. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Checks with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Hits him with a stop and block. Drive rush to keep it going. Flashes him. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Gets out of the corner. Experiencing burnout. Player springs forward with the drive rush. How will they manage their drive game? Blocks the impact. Just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. Shin! Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
This is the path I have chosen.
Looking for a hole. Close range projectile. Throws up a bump. So, what's next? Are they trying to bait each other? They're recovered. Ooh, the drive impact hit for a punish. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in.
Not good enough.
Can't tech the throw. Player 2 is a good corner opportunity. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Take ends with the projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Decides to create some distance to start. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Neither of them willing to back off it. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Excellent block to shut out the impact. A quick breather. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Blocks the impact. Goes forward with a gut punch. That's a counter. Quick dashing. Big opportunity coming. How will they manage their experiencing burnout? That's not gonna hit. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Back to the corner. And yo, raw super hit! The overhead closes it out! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Who's going to... Ooh, what a smart throw! Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that gut punch, shreds them. Jump and whip. They're wide open. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player 1, excellent block. Close range projectile. Up while they're blinking. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Wow, reads the counterattack. A real test of nerves here. Still knocked down. Here comes the mix-up. Bring in the heat. Goes big time to end it. Never ever miss a chance to show off the fancy stuff. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. How is this round going to develop? Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Knockdown. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 chases them down. Takes a KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Dashes up. Hits him with a stopping pop. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Uses the target combo as a filler. Going in, blocks the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive moves. Goes with the safe stuff with the... It's a good spot. Use the super. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. Drive impact misses. Looking for a hole. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player 1 needs to use the... There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. The drive impact doesn't work. Flashes him. Burnout activates. Ooh, what a smart blow. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Chips them for the win! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Who will come out on top in this final round? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Genius read. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Gotta be careful not to drop some hard. Ooh, the drive impact hits your opponent. Both sides getting ready. A jump in. This unleashes some big damage. Player 2 burns out. Okay, here we go. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that stick, throws that off. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Amazing! Drives it back, misses. Gotta do better than that. Anti-air in the butt. This is gonna hurt. Oh my God! There's a burnout. Ugh, take a seat. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Sit down and shut up! They are done! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our impact squashed. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. All right, a dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Blocks the jump-in. No good up high. What's the play here? Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Was looking for that jump attack. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Down to the wire. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Goes for the super art? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Does a good job of pushing back. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Feeling out the spacing. Connects with medium kick. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Looking for a chance. Going in. Reads the jump in perfectly. Sets up with the jump in. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Goes to the air. Good judgment there. Player one gotta do better than that. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Getting it all on the drive rush. Both sides getting ready. Jump. This can lead to some big damage. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Excellent read. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Amazing! Impact squashed! Player one, nothing stops this train! Carries them all the way to the corner and one connects with the throw! This may turn into a big chance! Both drives and back misses! Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it! Sit down and shut up! Are you kidding me? Player one has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage! They're still hungry! Both sides stepping up for the rematch! We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Throws out a projectile. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. What are these fighters thinking now? Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Easily escapes. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Goes for the throw, pressuring them in the corner. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Our fighters should be warmed up. How will both competitors use this remaining time? What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Gets out of the corner. Does a good job of pushing back. No more drive gauge. Knockdown. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick? This stun might mean the end of this round. In there! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Impact's a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Solid blocking. Shoots off a fireball up close. They trade. Jumps in. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Does a good job escaping the corner. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player one, burnout activates. Knockdown and gotta do better than that. Finds the target. Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Flatline zone. How'd I lose? Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Let's get it. No go for the throw. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Definitely saw that counter coming. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Oh, burnout on both sides? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back nice drive impact sends them connecting to Heaven's Wi-Fi. Good sense to let it rip. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Opts to create space to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Nice counter. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 has the right lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super art in play, it's still not over. No question whether this super art is going to kill or not. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Player 2 with excellent block. The last round. It's now or never. Target combo into. Yep, there's a burnout. Player 1 has all the throw connects. Amazing. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Player 1 drops him to half, closing the gap. Checks him with the projectile. Gets a good read on their opponent. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Blocks the jump in. Hold your breath. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. The attack is parried. Gets the counter hit throw. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 can't use experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws them away. What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Going in, there's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. This may be it. Super art? We have super art, the super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Player 1 flipping, brushes that off and keeps going. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
What will they do next? Throws with excellent block. Player 2 has a slight life lead. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Oh, here we go. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Drops him hard. Player 1 is gonna blast that off. Wall splat into the guard break. Gets it to work. The drive impact doesn't work. Nice fireball. That throw's gonna take off a chunk again. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Are you kidding me? Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Player 2 has not been shy about using the drive gauge. The impact gets blocked. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Player 1 KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Hits them in their gut. They exchange blows. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Manic fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters panic. The drive impact doesn't work. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Zones with the fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Impact squash. A single hit will do it. Fights back with authority. Super hard incoming. What were they thinking? Gut punch ransom. The low's blocked. This is a critical moment. Clutch anti-air. What's this Shinku Hado gonna do? Excellent read. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. The combo's there. Goes for the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
Decides to create some distance to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Hits them with a stop and block. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. A quick breather, roughing up the body. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Still experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 crowns him from above. Player 2, no! Critical art now? A clean KO. Nice meter alert. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Projectile to try and change the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? Trips them up. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. All right, what's coming up next? Grabs them. Impacts a no-go. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how quick with this super art connect. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. There's an overdrive shorty. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 needs to use the cut of the corner here. Ah, burnout activates. Ooh, what a smart throw. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Will this Super Art do anything? In there! One more! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Throws them to negate the block. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Knockdown. Experiencing burnout. Takes a big gamble and whips out a rock in there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Looking for a chance. A quick breather. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Fires without warning. Fires off the Shiksu Hadouken. Both fighters planning something? Player hits them with a stopping pop. Solar plexus strike. You've gotta do better than that. The fighter's blood anti-air. Digs in deep to get that driving. Where that combo finishes it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Hold on. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 creates a they saw the chip KO on the table. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks them with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams. Player 1 will need to play it. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. From low heavy to big throw. Going in. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Jumps up. Now they can use drive. Jump solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead is a comeback impact squat. No! Critical art now? Will this be enough to kill? What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that.